Welcome back to Satisfactory. So in the last two videos, we got all 13 of our oil in this area overclocked to 250% using a massive 303,450 oil, pushing it into our 115 refineries, doing the heavy oil residue. Producing, I am not even sure how much at this point. Pushing all of that into 92 blenders, making the diluted fuel. The name completely lost or left my brain there. Pushing that diluted fuel into a whopping 460 generators. And after a bit of trial and error, we have a stable 120,000 megawatts, 115 from this factory alone, from our gas and our coal over there, the other 5,800. Now we need to take our 2,300 polymer resin that we're producing and put that into plastic, rubber, and fabric, which we are going to do up in the top section here. That's why it's still not finished. Got the spots laid out what I'm going to do. Got a spot here for 10 refineries, 10 here, and then we're going to do 18 over here. The ones for here, it's supposed to be 20 and 15, but what we're going to do is we're going to overclock one set to 200% and one set to 150%. That way we don't have to have 20 here and 15 here kind of thing. And that way it looks nice and even. And then over here, we're going to overclock an extra 33%, so we get, that way we don't have to have an odd number over there. So all we got to do is get started and getting these all in. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to want them to come into the center. Let's lock that into place. That. I'm just gonna go along and put each one. Five. See, there's still a bit of space here. Works out just nicely, and then these ones are gonna come right here. Like that, it should be. Not even close. Let's do that. I don't know how that did not line up. There we go. Just like that. And then these ones are going to be... we're going to do probably rubber for these ones. And the next ones are going to be fabric. Whoop. And then the 18 over there is going to be plastic. We're going to get 300 rubber, 600 fabric, 366 plastic. So all we gotta do is get these all in, and then we're going to go ahead and get all the piping and the conveyors done up where we're going to have them. Alright, we got all of our refineries in. We got lots of open space here. This space here, I'm going to put in our sink machines for our overflow. Be good enough room here. And then in here, I'm going to put in our storage. I'm going to do a couple of the industrial containers for each item. And then we're going to have coming out, I want to do like the rubber and the plastic, or not rubber, plastic, rubber and fabric coming out onto this one, this pot, open platform here. And then the plastic over here, and then figure out. I'm still undecided if I want to do the train loading over here, because I have the road come over here. I'm gonna get that built up here soon. We have the train come over here and pick it up, or if I want to do drones. Because that's the next thing I'm going to unlock is the aeronautical engineering. I just want to get the plastic and everything all being made so that when I need it, I have it. And I want to get the fabric so I can get my masks and everything automated. But yeah, I'm still undecided. I cannot decide which one I want to do here. But that'll be for later on. I went ahead and got this side in. Kind of played around with what I want to do. I kind of went with this way. Figured this might help with the sloshing back and forth from in the machine. Hoping it'll help, and I think it looks better. Yeah, I just like the look of it too. I gotta mimic the same thing on all the rows. Pretty simple process. Put these in. Let's have it just out like that. And then with this, we can just click one of those for now. Clicks in nicely, so we just gotta go along and put these all in. Keep them lined up like a so. And then probably don't need the MK5s here, but we're gonna keep it all 5s. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Keep it all 5s so that it doesn't back up or anything like that. And now that I think about it, I think I put these ones as 1s. Yeah, I don't know what I put these ones as. There we go. Now they're all 5s. And then what we're gonna do for the water is we're just gonna run it right along this edge here. So we take the wall out here. We'll go right down into our water. So we'll put our water source here. Just have the pipe coming along here, and then we can do probably only need 1 pump to get from there to there with the MK2 pump. Hopefully, anyways. We might do 2 just because. We'll extend our platform out here and this out and get it all wired in. Yeah, and then the plan is over here. I got this corner piece in, just planning ahead. I'm gonna take these out. All I'm doing, I'm doing that, and then putting in a 1 right like that. That way these can run along here, and it keeps the aesthetic on the outside. But if I do this, and then put in, probably right about here would work. Actually, that would work out quite nicely. Yeah, let's... Yeah, one of these. We put it about... I think about there. Gotta make sure this is gonna work there. I forgot to check that. Might not. See, curve won't work. So that will work. Nice. See, all we gotta do is flip that around. Whoop. Now all we gotta do is flip this around to have it feeding into there. Still running, yeah, it's running nicely at 600. Awesome. Yeah, that might even be as simple. It's not that. Just kind of having this come over. But that would just work just nicely. But if we come up 1, do that, and then we can just get rid of this one and have it feed into that. But we want to have all the water and everything connected first before we do that. That way we don't have to fiddle around with this. And we can get rid of this and put 1 inside. Because I'm gonna have it back in here. So there's all our inputs. I'm gonna have it come all the way across over here And then I want to have a smart splitter here, so when it overflows, we can have the overflow going over into a sink machine down in the section there. And then we'll eventually have a sink machine for each of the items as well, for when they're overflowing that way. I'm gonna have to set up a couple sink machines because once everything's full, even an MK6 belt would probably back up. So we're gonna have set up a couple with MK5s. It'll be more than enough. I think even like one for each machine should be good. So probably keep the four sink machines kind of thing. That way each row still has its proper amount. Alright. So if we take these now, turn them to go into the we're gonna come down like this. All the way over here. Oh. Round. Could have it staying up at the top, but I think it'll look better down here. Go. And let's put in regular splitters here. We can do the manifold system on each side. It's the last one. Leave it that way. Come on. There it is. That one? Into that one. Just get this all connected up. Like a show. And then on the side. Oh, not like that. There we go. Now what we'll do is we're gonna do these here. Line it up to that one. Let's put this out just a little bit. Like that. Here. Overflow to that one. Leave this one as any. Now it should do half and half through these. We do. Is it gonna be long enough? There is too long. Okay. Let's put it right there. Oh, straight into that one. There we go. And all we have to do is kind of put this one going this way for now. That'll be your overflow to go to the sink. Then we just got to take out these here. Oop. Way down. Oh, let's take out the right row. That would help. Okay, and then we're gonna put, oop, zoop, these put in. Let's put these in while we're at it. There we go. In. feeder. Get them across. Go. These we can just come over here. Oh, bear's too long. Does that look like that's way too high? Nudge that down. Yeah. We're gonna go another one. Then if we come over, say right about here. Oh, that might be too far. Oh, that works just nicely. But no, that worked out just nicely. There we go. Perfect. So now all we gotta do is get the water put in and mimic all of this 2 more times. Yeah. Alright, we got the roof in. We got it all wired up. Just gotta connect it over to the power. I got sinks in for each line for now, just to make sure it's all gonna work properly. All we gotta do is connect these, and then of course connect the polymer down below. So we're just gonna get these turned on. I got the water all in. Let's just do this for now, like that. Yeah, just run the water along the edges. Up, I just gotta put some railing around it. They all run down like that and through the wall. Put one pipe in, or one pump in, just to get it to pump all the way up. So all we gotta do is turn around, slide into here. Let's just get rid of this one. Now, for each line, it should be as simple as, let's put this over here first. No, not there. Let's up like that. Then let's get rid of this one. Then, oh, one straight like that. So those ones are gonna go in. Now we gotta do the other side. It's gonna back up a little bit as it flows through. And we just gotta do the same thing here. We're gonna do that. Connect that to that. There we go. Good, good. Now find my hole. There. Oh, no. No. Jeez, I did not want to cooperate. There we go. And it should be filling into these eventually here. I'm gonna see it up here. Yeah, there we go. They're pushing in. Those ones should push in. There we go. It's already feeling putting those in. Let's put in one of these while we're at it. Just to make sure we're getting the proper amounts going through. I do gotta put in the sink machines for the polymer when it backs up. I'm gonna do that afterwards. Just want to get these going. And then to these ones. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Now all we gotta do is sit back and wait a bit, and make sure it's all running just the way we want it. No, well, that's not gonna run the way we want it. Yeah, and that is pretty close. There we go. Cool. Now just gotta sit back and wait a bit. Alright, so we've let this run for a good little while here. This has been... it's sitting at 298 at the moment, but that's okay. So it's running at 98%, that's why. So they've been keeping up pretty good. This one's running at 100%, nice. But yeah, they've all been staying pretty consistent. That one's still sitting at 600. This one should be sitting at 367, 368. Let's double check it. Might be a little bit under or a little over. 366, perfect. That's what we wanted. So, while I was letting that run, I went ahead and got our road fully extended over to here. And got our train line set up on here. Don't got the actual train track on here. But the plan is, it's going to be the one coming in. And this is the one leaving. Yes. So what we need to do is first we need to get the line set up on here. Let's just go from over here for now. Get 2 lines put in. Let's just go down to the end. Do both sides to get them in. Not gonna get all the way done. Just got this section here in for now. But my plan is to keep working to get this put in. Why is that going the other way? Perfect. Okay, let's go as long as we can. Is right about here. Put that in. So I need to change the blueprint so these are on here, so I don't have to waste time doing this again. But that's okay. We'll get her put in and keep going with it. Let's just run these down along here, then we can get in. We're gonna do the train station, obviously, for the everything. We're gonna have it go into the one side, and I'll figure out something on the other side there. Maybe we still might do drones on that side anyways. Gonna do a double setup here. Let's get this one going down a bit too. Yeah, kinda I think I'm too undecided for how I want to do it, so I'm gonna end up doing both. I think that'll work for doing larger factories. And I'm thinking that my other gas factory, where I'm getting the 5,000 or so power from, I might turn around and do similar setup over there as what I'm getting here over there. That way we just get that extra power, because it's kind of nice having that extra bit where we don't have to worry about the power so much, and if we have that one increased, it'll be good. That way we can do bigger factories, and maybe that one I can get the turbo fuel or the rocket fuel, I guess. But yeah, then thinking what I'm gonna do also is tear down the coal one and use the coal for other purposes, like making the compacted coal to go for the turbo fuel. Yeah. That way I can get the rapid fire bullets for a machine gun, and yeah, just keep moving along with what we need to make here. It's been taking a lot of time to get videos out, and taking far too long to get through the different stages, and kind of stuck at the moment for completing phase 4, because we got quite a few factories to make, and I gotta upgrade some of them, because for the radio control units, the stuff we need, I gotta upgrade how much I'm making for them, so gotta do that. That's on the top priority list here. First, we want to get these kind of in. Is that lined up? That is. Okay. So first things first, we need to get our train station in up over here. So I'm thinking, I'm not sure how I'm going to do a pathway down here. Let's get in our train station. Let's put it. Does that work? Except it's going the wrong way. We want to go this way. No, let's have it go the other way. It's gonna come down the far side. I'm gonna come turn around and come in, and just up and go. Yeah, that'll work. So let's put this in down over here. Actually, no, we're gonna keep it back here. Have this one about there. Yeah. Whoop, I'm in the way. That side, and we're gonna do 3 on this one. And just like so. Perfect. These are gonna be, yeah, set to load. And then those are gonna be the holes that we use. It's only 2. Oh, because that one's going the wrong way. There we go. So let's line this up. Let's go here like this. That works. Oh, because that's the output ones. Okay. Perfect. This one. Is that gonna fit? It's too long. So let's. Is that gonna work? That's not gonna work. That's kind of all wonky. Let's not do that. Let's just hit 5 with that. Almost lines up to that one. Okay. We need. What's that not? Not that. There. Does that look alright? It's about as good as it's gonna look. Let's switch back to straight. Let's put you coming out to. Let's go about there. Just like that. Perfect. Kind of janky, but it works. Yeah, that'll do. Set up the storage on the inside too. This one. Okay, now we gotta do this. come. Too high. What we want. Thinking. Let's put it in. It's gonna go that way. It's too long. Yeah, I don't like how it's going in like that. Let's get rid of some of these. Not do it that way. Why does it not want to cooperate with me? That is kind of what I want. Not working out. Kind of want it like right there. So let's redo this. Get into the center there. Angle it till it goes straight. Looks like to be that. So that. You to you. You to you. There you go. Now let's do that won't work. Let's do well, you. Probably not gonna flow the way I like it. So why is it curving so much? Yeah, like, why can't I do that? You know what? Let's there. Turns too sharply. Are you serious? Suck. Okay. Let's try that again, just a shorter. Right. There you go. Try that. Will that work? Oh, wait. There we go. That goes in that one. And let's try. Do you work? No, you don't. Let's do a half. And still raised, but looks better anyways. We need here. Yeah. Not happy with that. We'll stick with it for now. Then now we need that to go back up onto the other side. So let's see. You're gonna have to maybe she's the right one. Okay. Right on the edge here. Might be too sharp. Let's find out. Yeah, it's gonna have to go out. It's okay, we'll make this work. Okay, let's try that again. Like that. Okay, now foundations. We're gonna to the right height, which I think would be one more of these. There we go. What I wanted. Okay. You. Yes. Yeah, that's working out better. Well, somewhat. Okay, we need it on this one. Like that. I don't like that at all. Let's take out this section. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. We'll get this figured out. Let's try here. there, and yeah. No, we gotta do it this way. Boom. What? That one to that one. There we go. Now the train will come in this way, down, load, and go back up. Yeah. That should work. Hindsight, I probably could have put this over more. Then I wouldn't have had to do that. Okay, now we got that situated. All we gotta do, run these all into here. Got enough for all that? Probably not. Definitely not. So what we're gonna do, so we're gonna move all of this stuff over here. Let's cheat the system. Good way to move a bunch of items at once could be right there. That works. Okay, first things first, put all that in there. Yeah. Whoa. Alright, well, there's all our plastic. Rubber. Let's put all this into here for now. I think what we need to do, yeah, is sink a bunch of this stuff so we don't really need to carry it all. There we go. So what I want is essentially do 3 rows of these together. There we go. We want to have just like this. Yeah, we're gonna put in a couple though, just in case. There we go. Get in here and connect all of these. Probably don't need to do top and bottom. That's okay. There. Do the same thing actually. Let's do that. That line up to that? It does. Perfect. Center. It's right about here. And that one should be go there. Boom. There we go. Oh, I didn't do this section. Whoops. There we go. Now the problem is, so one, we're gonna need to run each line over here. So these two are gonna have to come down this way, side by side. This one can come to here anyways too. Come right underneath that. Okay, let's just I wanted to have these nice and neat. Probably shouldn't have these this close together like that. We run this like this. Yep. Full length again. Right there. Okay, let's there we go. Yeah, that should work. Okay. But what we need now is to put right in line with that. Let's put it right about there. Put in you going that way. And from here, put in a smart splitter. Switch that. Okay, I'm gonna put you in. Hit R so it's reversed. There we go. Right output. Overflow. Good, good. Put you into you. There, so now once the plastic is all full in there, it's going to go through that. That is already full because that's not powered. It's filling up good. Okay. But what we should be doing as well is let's put that in there. Boom, 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 boom. That one, yep. All this over, I guess, afterwards. Or like I said, I might just sink all of that and let it go in. The reason why we need these separated so that we can do the overflow. So let's run this one to the outside. Put it to about there. Which should be there. Now the question is, yeah, it should work. Just like that. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Now this one, we need to run the same way, but we are going to right about there. Get out even longer. Oh, there we go. Why does this look like this is going at an angle? What the heck is going on here? Oh, it's because this is at an angle. That's different. That I keep doing at an angle. Getting kind of annoying. Yeah, that's... Okay, go at an angle when I do this again. No, there we go. It's out here. That's straight. There, so now all those are connected. But our problem is, no, that one. This one needs to go up higher. That's going to cause issues. It's quick now because I messed that up. Because I need the space for the smart splitters. Okay, come on, quick, 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 quick. It's doing that. That is actually quite annoying. This does not turn around. Make sure it stays on that spot. I don't understand that. I really don't. Is it doing that? Okay. Is yeah, there we go. Okay. Now that we have the proper space in there, smart splitter, there we go. Okay. Ooh. There. You cannot go there. Go there. Put in. Oh. Again, I probably could make this look neater. Running out of time. Get this finished off. Not lined up. H. I don't know. Here, but now from here we need to pop down. You will work. Okay. Facing that way. This is not working out for me. There we go. Okay. Now we can put these on the roof. That way. Let's put you that. There. You into there. Oh. Those two are connected for overflow. Where is the other one? I'll put it in. No, that'd be that guy. I think. Go for this. Nope. Darn. Okay. Yeah, that is the right one. Okay. 300 and 600 out of that one. Shoot, that's not going to work on this side. Eventually upgrade that. So it'll eventually back up on me. No, no, no. That will not work. Okay. We gotta take that out. That'll have to do for now. And you. We'll have to do that. Now... Oh, yeah. You... put these in. Oh. Okay. Need the final piece. Let's get this over to that. Oh. Now, that should be everything to keep this area running nice and smoothly. We got all of our product coming into here. These are full, and these are filling up way too fast. Holy moly. Cool. Okay. It's filling up nice and fast. That is all good and dandy. So we're gonna leave it here. I gotta go ahead and get all of that put in. It's gonna take quite a bit of time to get that in. So we're gonna end the video here while I get more of this put in. So if you guys liked the video, be sure to leave a like and a comment, and be sure to subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, everyone.